Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more of The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. We are here on board the MS Lydia en route to Cairo. We currently have a problem though, in that the good Constable Oliver is blocking our way down into the cargo hold so that we can question a suspect. We need to get his butt out of the way. Let's do so right now. Here we are, Constable Zellner. And there is Constable Oliver. Let's see what there is to look at here in this particular area of the boat. Examine the shuffleboard equipment.
I wonder if this game is an advanced version of bocce.
Bocce is a game that is played, I know it's played in France, and obviously in Switzerland as well too, and it's a small ball that's rolled into other balls farther down the game field. That's pretty much all I know about it. If you know something about bocce, let me know in the comments below. Let's look at the sea.
Salty sea air in my old lungs, wind in my thinning hair. If I hadn't become a policeman, I could have been a sailor.
There is one major difference between Constable Zellner and his inspiration, in a way, of Hercule Poirot, who is Agatha Christie's famous detective. And that Agatha Christie's detective suffered from the mal de mer, seasickness. And Constable Zellner doesn't have that problem. And if he did, it would be a very tedious game to play with him, running over to toss his cookies every second. Okay, so looking at this shuffleboard didn't seem to do anything. And I don't really see anything else to look at, so we can't solve that problem yet. But let's go upstairs and see what else there is to look at upstairs. And this is where...
We were here yesterday when we heard the shot, and it was also here where LeGrand caught our stowaway.
Yes, what I was going to say. So, this is an important area. Let's examine the grate. Notice that one of the fans is moving over here where my mouse is, but over here the fan is not moving, so that may be one of the ways that the Raven could have escaped, I guess. Let's see.
The grate must be part of the ship's ventilation system. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, no, it is very. Especially since that fan is not moving.
The grate shouldn't be so easy to open. Did the stowaway open it and we caught him in the act? No. The pipe is too narrow. He wouldn't fit in there. I guess the cover has been defective for a while.
No. Too easy.
I could inform the captain that the grid has to be repaired, but if I start reporting all the problems on the ship, I'd have to shelve my murder investigation.
Okay, so I don't know how a person could fit through there, but it's something to keep in mind. Okay, looking for... Oh, an axe. Heck. On the Orient Express, an axe came in handy, so let's see if this one does too.
Why is there an axe hanging here? I suppose it's for chopping through ropes in the event that the lifeboats can't be lowered. Or they use it to enforce who's allowed on the boat and who's not.
I doubt that. Let's go over here so I can get him out of the way of the axe. You're blocking my axe. Is that all I can see here with this? Yep. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind. There's examine the door here. We can go downstairs. And I want to see if there's anything else this way that I can examine. Nope. So let's go in here.
The ship's bridge. 2 men. One of them navigating. I get the impression that the officers keep things running. It seems like the captain concentrates on the passengers and the bar.
Well, there's worse jobs.
I better let the men do their work. If one of them had detected something yesterday, he'd already have informed LeGrand or the captain.
Okay, nothing there. Can I move further forward? Nope. All that's going to do is take me to the, Oh, duh. There's a big lifeboat right here. I was thinking, let's of course look at the lifeboats, and I just missed the huge lifeboat right here.
A boat like this would also make a good hideout for a stowaway.
I don't think it would make a good hideout for a stowaway because everyone would think to look there unless you're me.
Were the tarpaulins arranged like that on purpose so that no one could put them back in order once they get in? You can tell at a glance that everything is ship-shape with this boat.
Okay, so that didn't get us anywhere. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Sorry about that. I don't think there's anything else to see here, so let's go downstairs. Nope, downstairs, honey. There we go. Well, we have examined the upper deck with the lifeboats. And Constable Oliver is blocking our way, so the only other thing I can think of to do right now is to go into the ship and see if we can't get into the Baroness's room. It might not be locked. There we go. Examine the sealed door.
I completely forgot to ask LeGrand for permission to search the cabin. I'll do so when I deliver him the bullet from the doctor.
Okay, well that's our tip there. Let's do that. We need to deliver the bullet.
Come in. Constable?
We have the bullet for you.
About the bullet, here it is.
Excellent. Give it to me. As I suspected, a 7.65 Parabellum Luger.
Don't you want to examine it in more detail?
When I have time. For now, though, we can assume that we had the murder weapon. There can't be too many antique Luger 08 pistols on board.
May I take a look at the Baroness's cabin?
We already searched it thoroughly.
Sure. But what about now, by daylight?
Yes, fine, it can't hurt. Here, take this with you.
Thanks. I'll let you know if I find anything important.
But only then, please. I'm very busy.
Of course. About the tranquilizer.
Who gave you the glass of champagne?
It was Captain de Conti.
You're sure?
He doesn't deny it, but he also says that the glasses passed through many hands that night and that everyone had access to the champagne.
So it could have been anyone.
Maybe the question isn't who put the poison in the glass, but rather who it was they wanted to poison.
Smart. And who were they trying to poison?
Dr. Gebhardt? The captain got the glass from him.
An unconscious ship's doctor. That sounds like it would be more use to a murderer than a drugged constable.
You think so? Did the murderer have reason to assume that his shot might not kill the victim immediately and that Dr. Gebhardt would be able to save her?
You're right. That's improbable. My ego is just searching for reasons for them to want to kill her and not me. Good job, Zellner.
I'll be in touch if I uncover more clues.
Very well.
Okay. We have some journal entries to look at. And we also have permission to search the cabin. Oh boy, oh boy. And he also gave us the sachet.
These little sachets contain the evidence we've collected. At least the evidence that fits in little sachets.
That's true. We also have up here in the journal. I am unsure as to... Let's see. We were just talking to LeGrand, so let's see if it's updated LeGrand at all. Nope. We've seen all that. That's been updated. Let's go straight up and examine her compartment. It's too bad that Baroness von Trebitz was offed in such a brutal manner. I said earlier in the previous episode that she'd been knifed, but it's a gun, obviously. And the only person that we have seen with a gun in this Let's Play so far is David Kreutzer. By the way, I do believe that this over here is a Van Gogh. Crack the seal. Just rip it off there.
This is the first murder scene I've ever set foot in.
A bloodstain. One of the things that I liked about this game is that when the Baroness was found, there wasn't a bunch of blood splattered all over the place. I'm not a fan of blood or lots of intense violence. Okay, so we have a portable cupboard, a desk, notepad, a mannequin, which most certainly couldn't be the Baroness's because she was about 3 times that size. Cupboard over here, and the bed. But let's head straight for the bed first because that's where that big blood stain is staring at us.
There's still blood on the mattress. The sheet and the blanket have already been removed. To analyze them, I suppose.
I just clicked on search. Oh, I see.
Nothing.
Okay, that was really, totally not helpful.
A tape recorder. Must go with the built-in speakers. Probably part of the cabin's furnishings.
Oh, you can examine the blood spot. Okay, cool.
The blood spot is the only sign that someone committed a crime in here. Somehow... That's odd. The blood is so... red. Shouldn't it gradually darken in the air? Turn brown?
I just started, in my head, I started screaming, "Look up! Look up!" Like there would be a dead person taped to the ceiling, dripping blood. Overactive imagination. Okay.
The unusual color of the blood could be something that LeGrand and Dr. Gebhardt missed last night. All cats are gray in the dark, as the saying goes. I should take a sample.
Okay, take a sample. I don't know how you'd take a sample. Let's see what he says if I just try and do this. Nope. Okay. Just let's rub some stones on it. Or try and scoop it with an ice holder. Okay, maybe not. We need something to take a sample with. Let's examine the tape recorder.
The tape recorder is older than the hills, but it was once very expensive. Top of the range. And it doesn't come cheap.
Nothing else to examine with that?
Strange. There's only one reel. And it's the wrong one.
Oh.
No sign of the original reel.
Well, that's juicy.
A reel made by Zeibling. I know the brand. Zeibling's tapes can be overwritten many times without losing quality. They're used in offices so that executives can record messages for the secretaries on the same tape over and over again. But they're not good for much else. They're robust, but they don't offer much in terms of sound quality.
Take the audio tape reel. Absolutely. Okay. And anything else over here? We can't do anything with that blood spot yet, but let's see if we find anything else in the room that helps us, because I'm pretty sure I can't just scrape it off.
The unusual color of the blood
Yeah.
could be some... All cats are...
By the way, that all cats are gray in the dark, I've never heard of that before, ever.
The mannequin surely came with the cabin. A mannequin for the Baroness's clothes would have a more generous figure.
Or as my grandma would say, she was a whole lot of woman to love. Heading over to the desk now.
The notepad has the ship's emblem on it. I suppose all the first-class cabins have them.
Oh, this is one of those where you can like rub it and see what was written on the page above it. Let's see if the Baroness... Oh, I see. Okay. This is going to take a while. You may want to fast forward through this part. Or you can try and guess what it says as we go along. So far, it says, Inspector, be in the saloon at 10 p.m. There is a murderer on board. And I will expose him.
It says, Inspector, be in the saloon at 10 p.m. There is a murderer on board and I will expose him. B. The Baroness seems to have known the murderer, and that means that the Raven can't be the murderer. He never killed anybody. LeGrand probably never got the message, otherwise he'd have said something.
I find it a little bit difficult that an inspector of the Sûreté or whatever the police station is, the police are named in Paris, would have missed something so simple as a simple detective's trick of rubbing on that sheet. That's amusing to me. But it leaves us something to find. And let's examine the portable cupboard.
The most unportable portmanteau I've ever seen.
Okay. What? Tell me what? What is it? Don't do that.
A portable bar is more like it. Must be hard work transporting this big, heavy thing halfway around the globe. And the Baroness was lucky that the other freight cars were only lightly damaged by the explosion.
I bet the Baroness would have been most perturbed had her big box of liquor been damaged.
An impressive piece, but I don't think it'll get me anywhere with the murder investigations.
And their alarm. That's important,
Another
the
alarm. It was tripped at some point. The seal is broken. But there's no way of telling whether it happened yesterday or 5 years ago.
Oh.
There should be a ventilation shaft behind the hatch. Usually a good way to break in and out undetected. But we're on a ship. The ventilation shafts are very small here.
So a human can't get there.
I can't say why, and it seems impossible. But something tells me that the murderer entered and left the cabin through the door. The only question is how.
So, they're telling me that is absolutely the case. It's not... Oh, I think I see something there. But let's look. I think I saw something on the desk that I missed hanging down from a drawer. Oh, there's something on the floor here. Take a look under the bed.
Something's under there. Down feathers. Maybe from a quilt or a pillow. Nothing special. Although, it seems like one of the feathers was scorched at the top. Literally burnt. I'll take it with me.
My only thought is... perhaps But no, we would see a pillow left behind with that. But I was wondering, the only thing that could really scorch a pillow is if he held the gun up to a pillow and shot through that. But we all heard the gunshot, so I don't know why he would do that. We are examining the vase.
A big, ugly, and impractical vase. If it had a wider opening, one could at least use it as an umbrella stand.
I don't think it's ugly. It's cute.
Can't see anything. Wow, heavier than it looks.
More of those.
Aha!
So the raven stuck a dead bird in there.
More feathers, and they're singed as well.
That's important.
I'd better take it with me.
Absolutely, you'd better.
Why were the down feathers tossed in the vase? Or is there anything else in there?
Oh, is there?
There
Let's
is
see.
something else in the vase, but the neck is too narrow to reach in with my hand.
Okay, so break it. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh, tongs. Let's see if the tongs might work. Use the pliers with
Could
the vase.
work.
Yay, good.
There's something in there. Ah,
What is it? What is it? What is it?
someone stuffed this in the vase. Looks like it's been used to muffle a gunshot.
I
If
knew
this
it!
isn't an important discovery, I don't know what is.
Yay! I
LeGrand,
guessed it. I
here
guessed
I
it.
come.
So it's true. Don't know how that helps us much, but heck. It's definitely an important clue. So, what else can our little eagle eye spot here?
Apparently, the Baroness didn't have time to unpack her bags. Or rather, didn't have time to tell her butler to unpack them for her.
Is that it? That's all we can see on this?
Sifting through all that would take ages. But here, the Baroness's handbag.
That's important.
Ah,
Yes, her wallet.
a small leather-bound book. 1964 is engraved on it. This must be the Baroness's diary.
Okay, it's official. I have decided that Inspector LeGrand is the worst searcher of murder scenes ever. Basically, ever. Because he missed that.
Let's see. Yes, it's a diary, all right. Difficult to read. No entry from yesterday. A brief, sober description of what she's done recently. Met Morris, arranged benefit concert for renovation of Louvre Southeastern Wing, Times photo shoot for Eye of Sphinx, BM, poor excuse for photographer, too fidgety, and so on. This entry looks strange. The handwriting is shaky, difficult to read. Dreamt of Bubby. Yesterday would have been his birthday. Next week, Jay's.
Jay and Bubby.
Cosmetics, a handkerchief, a spectacles case. Nothing special.
What we were doing was looking in her purse and seeing if there was anything else.
The Baroness was a very busy woman, and it looks like she had to cope with loss. She writes about Bubby and Jay. Neither seem to be alive anymore. Almost every family lost loved ones in the war. Maybe hers as well.
Bubby and Jay. Let's take
I'll
that
leave it
diary.
there. I don't have time to read all of it.
Oh man, there's all kinds of clues in there. The murderer could be on page 4. All right, fine. Anything else to look at here? Looks like We've already examined the blood spot. I don't know how we're going to get anything off of it. Oh. We need something sharp. I'm just going to click on it again and see if they give us any other clues as to what I could do to get it up.
The unusual color of the blood could be something that LeGrand and Dr. Gebhardt missed last night. All cat?
No. Yeah. Down feathers, message, pillowcase with burn marks. I really can't see anything in here that could help us with a blood spot. So let's go down and report to LeGrand. This is what my mouse is over here, is what I thought might be something new from the desk, but it looks like we have done everything with the desk that there is to do. And it looks like there's nothing else to do in this room as I do the famous adventure game mouse search. Oh, the trash can. Nope. Pretty much always find something juicy in a trash can in murder investigations. Oh, examine the painting. I almost missed something.
Sunflowers. By Van Gogh, I presume. He liked to paint that sort of thing. Can't be an original. They cost thousands of francs.
Okay. So it looks like we're going to examine the lock and the chain. Almost missed something.
The door frame was damaged when Dr. Gebhardt kicked it in. The real question is, why was the door locked in the first place?
Well, I believe that the murderer went in and out through this ventilation shaft. I just don't see any other way how. Let me, sometimes if you click on something more than once.
Assuming the murderer isn't a magician, and the Baroness locked the door herself before she went to bed, the murderer couldn't have left the cabin through the door. So, the murderer must have still been in here when Dr. Gebhardt kicked the door in. Which is unlikely because someone would have seen him, or he found another way out of the cabin.
Okay, I think we've seen everything there is to see here. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, there's a globe here.
An antique wooden globe. If Galileo hadn't asserted himself back then, this would be a flat disc now.
And we have the butler, who's wringing his hands and looking rather nervous.
The Baroness's butler looks like he didn't get much sleep. I would describe his facial expression as worried.
Okay. I'm going to leave the episode here, and the next episode we're going to talk to the butler and then go back down to LeGrand and see what we can find out about this wonderful clues that we found that were so blatantly obvious. I can't believe he missed them, but all right. And then we're also going to be a good little constable and return the ice tongs because we said we would. I'm enjoying the story immensely so far. And if you are, let me know in the comments below. I also would like to know who you suspect. Do you think that the raven came in through the door and out through the door? Do you think the raven came in through the ventilation shaft and is somehow a very tiny raven? Perhaps out through the window? Let me know what your guesses are below. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button. It's awful fun doing this, and I'd love to see those thumbs up. And if you loved what you saw, join the party, the ever-growing party, and subscribe. I'll see you back here on board the MS Lydia in the next episode. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.